Hello, I'm Jean Pomeroy. I'm an associate broker with Realty One Group, here to give you my bold predictions for 2022. Now, my predictions have to come with a disclaimer stating to you that it's just what it is. It's my educated guess. I don't have a crystal ball, but my prediction is based on I'm going into my 25th year in real estate in the Valley, along with things that I'm hearing from industry experts in areas that affect real estate. And what I have to tell you is going to sound a lot like I told you last year, which came true. And that is, we have a supply issue. And as long as we have a supply issue, we're going to have a seller's market, a very, very hot seller's market. Maybe this year, instead of being one of 15 or 16 offers, you're one of 7 or 8. Does that make you feel warm and fuzzy? Probably not, but it is a little bit better. We might see a bit of an easing, but we will definitely not see a slowdown. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to hear slowdown in the media, and it very well might be the beginning of a slowdown in the United States as a whole. But in the Sunbelt states, especially in Arizona, it's not going to change much. Why is that? Well, number one is that we have people coming in droves. You know, we always have people coming to Arizona. Who doesn't want to live in paradise? But now more than ever, we have people coming from areas where they make really good money, maybe New York or San Francisco, Chicago or LA. And now they can work from anywhere. So they take that money from those areas and come and buy a house here and live here. That's number one. Number two is we have an influx of people simply because there are many things that the state has done to give tax advantages to businesses to move out here. So there's a lot more businesses coming this way, bringing their employees. There's a ton of people that come here and make the decision finally after renting winter visitors for years to purchase. So we always have an influx, and right now the winter visitor season in 2022 has been super, super hot. Now, what could change that a little bit? Well, the thing that will not change it very much at all is the interest rate going up. It's already going up when I'm filming this. We're going to see interest rates that are high 4s, low 5s, maybe even to the mid 5s is my prediction. Does that make you shake in your shoes? It shouldn't. I guess it depends on how old you are. If you're in your 20s, you've probably been outpriced for being able to purchase a property in the first place. First-time home buyers have really been priced out of the market, and it's a darn shame. If you're in your 30s, you might be in the position where you are purchasing or you have purchased, and you think that because you have seen rates in the 2s and 3s, that that's a normal market. That is by no means a normal market. Our historic interest rate over the last 40 years has been somewhere around 6.75% to 7%. That's a normal interest rate, an average interest rate. Guess what 2.5%, 2.75%, and 3% is? Free money. That's not a normalized market, and that's a little bit of la-la land that we've been living in. So when the interest rate goes up a little bit to 4 or 5%, do you know what that's called? Almost free money. We're still way below the 7%, 6.75%. That's a normal rate. So enjoy the low interest rates and don't look at them as a high interest rate, because it's not. Now, could that outprice a few people that were on the border of being able to purchase? Yes. It could make the difference that some of the people that were just about to be able to purchase can't purchase now because it's raised a little bit. That could ease things a little bit. What else could ease things? Well, we got a lot going on in the world. And when things become unstable between, and who knows when you're watching this, but at this point, the Ukraine is an issue right now. The stock market has fluctuated a lot. In fact, one of my good friends, Shanna Tingham at Heritage Financial Group, shout out to her. I've known Shanna for 17, 18 years now, super, super financial advisor. When I talked to her about it, her response to me was what we saw in January, which was a lot of fluctuation, is what we should expect all year. And we're a little beyond January when I'm filming this, and we're seeing it now. So when the stock market starts to fluctuate like that, sometimes it's really good for the real estate market, because people with good money in the stock market say, well, maybe it's time for me to pull that back and to put it in the real estate market. Let's face it, as prices continues to go up, if you buy towards what I'll call the beginning first half of 2022, as things are going along, with my bold prediction and the fact that we're not going to have a difference really to our supply, the chances of you being at the beginning of 2023 and having made some money by purchasing in the real estate market now is very good, where the stock market may not be that good. Another thing that's been tremendous for us is the luxury market. The luxury market has been booming. I used to talk about the luxury market being 1 million and above. Really, the real luxury market is 3 million and above, and it has been booming. But people in that price range, when the stock market starts to go sideways and things are unstable in the world, they kind of have a tendency to pull back a little bit and say, let's wait a bit. Let's just see what's shaking out here. And if that high-end luxury market starts to take a little easing, that's where it can trickle down, because it starts from the top and then trickles from there. And it takes a long time to get to what we call the average price range right now. And the average price range in Maricopa County, while I'm filming this, is $455,000. That's single family homes in all of the valley. So if you don't have at least $455,000, purchase power, you're gonna have a real hard time buying a house. And if you're at that area, boy, there's very little below it really, especially in very populated, more sought after areas. And even if you're just a bit above it, it's just really, really competitive. Let me say this to you, that the way that the housing market has worked over the past few years is that we have had strong sellers market since prior to COVID. We were already doing this, folks. This is not something that happened just because of COVID. But when COVID hit and people freaked out a little bit, didn't want people in their houses, then it went like this. And has continued to go like this because people are afraid they can't find another house, so they won't list their house. Here's what I have to say to you. If you think you can't find another house and you already currently own one, then you have to work with the right agent to get one. And you can absolutely purchase. I have worked with numerous clients over the past couple of years where we were able to get them a house so that they were able to move out of their house. In many cases, there were 2 or 3 weeks in between. So we put their house on the market, we got an offer, we got an accepted offer on another house, and there was 2 to 3 weeks in between, or we waited until they closed on theirs because they needed that money. Quick found them another one and had a few weeks before they moved in. Put their stuff in a pod. It's not that difficult. Got top dollar for their house, which gave them the affordability to be able to get another house and to use the equity to show a good down payment, if not full cash, to be able to obtain a house for them. And I have a number of times gotten my buyers chosen as the accepted offer with a loan over a cash offer. It has a lot to do with me selling the listing agent that my clients and myself are the right buyers for the property because I know what I'm doing. It'll be a smooth transaction. They have whatever they have that makes them look good, and we win out with the selling agent because the selling agent sells the seller. So these are all things that make it so that you have the opportunity to get in on this very hot market. If you're thinking about selling, it's a really good time. I don't care if you're worried about the buy side. Let me talk to you. I'll explain how it works, and I'll show you some houses that you can get into, and you'll feel more comfortable about it. If you're a buyer, we got to make sure that you know exactly where you stand and how you're going to be paying for the house, and have a good game plan going in so that we show what gives you the advantage over other people. And I'm going to say it, I'm the advantage that you have. I'm Jean Pomeroy with Realty One Group. I'm an associate broker of just shy of 25 years, and I'm here with the bold prediction and to help you with your next move, hopefully in 2022.